So, we are still on the public test train version of the game. So, things that you might see here might not come to the live server exactly the same as there are right now. And there might still be some bugs around, so keep that in mind. That said, I want to continue with having a look at the new champions. The champion I want to look at today first is gonna be the Primordium. Primordium is interesting because it's a morsel champion. Primordium has buffet 3, so it can be eaten 3 times. And when it's eaten, it adds this unit's attack and health to the eater. And also because it has an eaten ability, it can't eat morsels itself. And the spell that comes with Primordium is Blink. Deal 1 damage to an enemy unit twice, slay add a common or uncommon morsel unit to your hand. This really needs magic power to be a reliable source of morsel generation. Otherwise it's pretty hard to pull off unless you're up against a bunch of clergymen or something like that. So, as usual, we do Covenant 25. Secondary clan random. We might get an exiled version of the clan or a normal version. Yeah, let's jump in and see what we get. Hi Azuro, welcome. So we have 2 pack morsels, 2 molding imps and a Nemborkash. Our bosses are Dace Talos. Friendly units enter with Zap 1, Talos applies Dazed on strike. Keep in mind that Talos attacks before Relentless as well. Then Arcus with the Blinding Dark Shard and the Shattering Dark Shard. Blinding is applied Dazed to enemy units on Rally, and Shattering is when an enemy unit dies, add a Weight of Contrition card to the top of the draw pile. So in this case enemy units, because it's on their unit, it means when we play a unit or when our unit dies, this happens. Arcus will switch up summoning the Dark Shards. The Dark Shards are non-interactable, they stay for a turn and then despawn. And finally we have Seraph the Patient. Whenever we play a unit on his floor, he gains +5 attack. And he periodically applies melee weakness to our units, which makes them take additional damage from combat. And Seraph the Patient also attacks every turn before Relentless. Although not with multi-strike, only with a single hit. So let's jump in and see what our options for our Primordium are. So, we have Aggressive Edible, so it's 10 attack. Or we have Superfood, adds this unit's attack, health and status effects to the eater. Now, how would we apply status effects to it? I don't really know yet. I really don't see a way to apply status effects just yet. Maybe we want to go with Aggressive Edible. +10, +5 seems good. Yeah, further step. That would be a way. Anything that applies damage shield or lifesteal. Our secondary clan is Hellhorned, so maybe Rage. I mean, if we play a Ritual of Battle on this, then it would not only add a lot more attack, and it would also add the Rage on top of that. That seems pretty fun. Let's try this status effects thingy out. Mask of Penumbra or Abandoned Umbra. Do we want to get a steady generation of morsels, or do we want to get extra card draws when we play morsels? The plinks are a bit unreliable. We have these pack morsels for generation. Usually I prefer the Mask of Penumbra, but that's with Shade Splitters. We don't have Shade Splitters this time around. And I'm not sure how reliable Plink is gonna be, especially later on. I think I prefer the Abandoned Umbra here. Just so I have a steady income of morsels to work with any Gorge unit. Mark of Invasion. Sure, we have Plinks. That should make it pretty easy to deal with these guys. Let's plink the top floor. I think I do want to set up the top floor as well. Let's start using Primordium. Shouldn't this gain plus... No, it shouldn't, because it takes damage from the Clergyman. We also want to kill off this Clergyman, I think. Or do we want to kill off 2 of those? It's very likely that we draw into another Plink at least. We should still use the Plink though. That wasn't very smart. Now this guy will get a damage shield. I forgot about their slay triggers. No Plink this time. Oh! The Train Steward got a dazed from the Primordium. I need to be careful with that. That's actually pretty bad. Nah, I might need the extra Ember next turn. Plink is pretty decent here. We got rid of the damage shield at least. I also want to try hitting the foot soldier there. This morsel actually survives the hit, so better to play it in front. And if we kill this guy, we will only take 1 hit on the pyre. This is giving this guy another damage shield, but at least we kill the backliner, so it's probably worth. Let's use a Plink on the bottom floor. Lifesteal seems useful. Extra attack. I also want to torch this guy, so I can actually get his health down. A lot of extra Ember this turn. Another stack of lifesteal, attack, and health. And we do have the kill here. Okay, interesting. And Tamrasol, Packed Morsels or Mind Collapse? As long as Primordium is on the field, we don't have that much room for morsels. Maybe I should take a Mind Collapse. Although magic power upgrades should probably go on the Plinks first. Maybe I should skip instead. Imps. Fledgling Imp is okay. Gives me some rage to work with. I do want to try getting a Gorge unit. That would be pretty interesting. Also, spell upgrades are good. Yeah, plus 20 damage to a Plink. Very nice. Let me actually look at the units now. No. I hate it when that happens. When you're looking for a god unit and you get exactly these two guys. Primordium is not a morsel unit, so Morsel Master doesn't work with it. I'm really not too excited about these, but I am gonna take a Morsel Master for now. Do we want consume removal? Probably not. Not really. Although... I'm gonna cost reduce the blink and then reroll. I was hoping for the other spell damage upgrade, but that's fine, I guess. Not sure if I even want to buy this cost reduction. I think I'll do it. And I'll also buy a Purge and a Torch. Umbra banner is available next floor. I want the coins. So if we set up the top floor, the Transient will get dazed for 2 turns. That's not really a problem, right? It's dazed when they are at the bottom, it's dazed when they are... I should probably still set up the second floor instead. The Imp should now make Primordium give 11 attack and 3 rage to this guy, so we should scale our attack really fast. On this train steward. No, it didn't. Huh? This unit's attack, health and status effects. So shouldn't this be 11 attack and 3 rage? Or am I confused here? I am gonna report this just in case this is not intended. Primordium with Rage doesn't seem to give the full attack value to its either. Only the part that is unaffected by rage. That might be intended, but if it is, it feels really weird. This is a normal blink. I was hoping for a better one. We can't really assume we can get a kill. Primordium is gonna die, that sucks. Stupid spikes. Let's kill this guy. Let's give you some defense and some attack. And the damage. Oh, no more room. Okay. Oh, so it did work with Rage when Sinis was trying it? That's weird. I guess I have to look at the patch notes to find out whether or not that was a recent change. Taking quite a bit of damage here. Almost got the kill. Blinked you to death. So, the rage plan seems not great. Feast, trigger feeding units with eaten abilities. It works the same, just the wording has changed a bit. We have a decent amount of morsel generation right now. Maybe I should take it. Fortify can work well with Primordium, giving the armor 5 times, unless armor isn't considered a status effect. It's probably not, but I'm not sure. Ascend? Maybe. I like the hidden passage, yeah. I still wanna find the Gorge unit. Multi-strike. Oh, juicy. Well, it's not the best Gorge unit available, but it's solid enough. Honestly, I want a large stone on you. I'm gonna upgrade the attack of the Morsel Master. Armor does transfer based on your last try. Okay. A draft pick. I am interested in a Woken draft pick because, well, we could give quick 3 times. Rail Spike. Rail Spike is usually pretty good in Umbra. Onwards to Talos. Let's see how we do against her. We do have a pretty solid setup, I would say, at this point. Let's kill these guys. I think you go on the top, but I don't want you to start eating Primordium. This floor is capacity reduced though. Maybe we put Primordium on the bottom. Deep is not gonna eat it because Dame dies. Not sure what to do with this fledgling imp. Maybe just play it and keep the pack morsels for later. We could play... No, we can play some of these morsels pretty easily. You want some extra health, and then the guy that goes on the bottom floor wants some extra attack. Let's use the blink. I do want to block Talos' hit with a morsel here. And let's play out a Train Steward, because we don't have room for more. Can't really do much this turn. Could block a hit with a Molting Imp, but we can also basically block a hit by playing a morsel and getting a damage shield. I might block a bigger hit. Actually it's the same because we already have 2 damage shields on there. How bad would ascending one of these be? Pretty bad, because then Talos hits the train steward. Very nice. Primordium gets eaten up this turn. Let's block the hit with the morsel. Let's place another train steward here. These guys already die, but can protect the damage shield on my Crucible Warden, which is nice. Okay. Good turn for Feast, I guess. Let's draw 2. Actually I want to use this Umbra morsel to block the hit from Talos, so we are not dazed and we can kill this disciple. Other than that, there's not much to do, so let's just throw these on Talos. And there's the final wave already, and we already have the kill here. One Horn's Tome. Well, would it transfer Fragile? Shroud Spike only works on morsel units, according to its text, so it probably won't work with Primordium. Dark Deal would outright kill Primordium unless the stats go up on an upgrade. But if that's the case, then Dark Deal is very good. I'm assuming that's the case. I wonder if Fragile gets transferred. If Fragile gets transferred, well, it's still a Crucible Warden who generates damage shields. It's not the worst thing. And we would transfer the multi-strike 3 times if we, well... The problem with that is still that Primordium already starts to get eaten with the One Horns before we apply the One Horn's Tome. But I really want to try this. Oh, it's so tempting. Unstable Vortex, Hersal Sword, Hellhorned banner. Oh, there's no shop at all on the next floor. Dark Deal is probably the more reasonable choice here. As long as we can actually play it on Primordium. But I wanna high roll here. Alloy Construct. We basically already have a better Alloy Construct, and I don't really want these units. I could potentially get an Alloy Construct and could work out, but maybe you can ascend Gorger once he has the tome, so he does not get eaten before. Yeah, the problem is then the Crucible Warden is behind Primordium, so we can't have a unit in front of Primordium, and Primordium needs to survive with a tome, which is not gonna happen. I wonder if we need Ember. I mean, we can't play the tome yet unless we have... Well, we generate common morsels pretty easily. Let's take a draw. We can pretty easily get up to 5 Ember with a Ember morsel on the Morsel Master floor. And I am gonna look for an artifact here. Summon abilities trigger twice, or Sketches of Salvation. We definitely don't want Sketches, and the Ashes of the Fallen is pretty cool because we have a bunch of imps. So skip, and I think we start to remove some cards here. The non-upgraded Blink, I want to get these with damage, and these already have damage and consume, but they really need upgrades to be useful. Maybe a torch, maybe a train steward. Yeah, probably a train steward now. Damage shield 2. Buffet 5. Stalwart's neck. So we could eat him more often. Damage shield 2? That's interesting. But I think I prefer the higher buffet number. That gives us more time to find the tome. Non-boss enemy units get +5 attack, okay. We play Morsel Master, we play everything. I was hoping to hit the same unit twice, obviously. Which didn't happen, but that's fine. There's the Crucible one. We do have Rubble Morsels, so we can already play the tome next turn if we draw it. We have a lot of Rubble Morsels. Do we want to ascend one of these guys? Yeah, we do. They are easier to deal with when split up. Try it out. We definitely want to keep feeding this guy as many morsels as possible, because we might need a lot of damage shield in case the fragile actually gets transferred. Are there any morsels I really want to feed this guy? Health doesn't matter in case the fragile gets transferred. I want to get this guy down to 21 just in case I draw my other... Oh no, I already played it. The other Blink with upgrade. Yeah, this guy is fragile now. Uh-oh. So we need to preserve the damage shields. How do we do this? Ideally we will be killing a unit here. Rail Spike gets me Packed Morsels and Torch. We can't really kill a unit here. So we need to find good morsels. (34 times 2, you take 2 hits and you get hit by Primordium. We have space for 3 morsels right now. Oh, damage shield. Yes. That solves our problem. I also want the extra Ember next turn, and I guess lifesteal is better than just attack right now. So we have 3 damage shield again. I was hoping to get a morsel here, so I could make better use of Feast, but you know, that's fine. We get through Primordium faster this way. This is scary, but it's also fun. The more I play this, the more I see the interactions here, I think I might have to save the pack mortals for after Primordium is eaten. How many cards are we drawing? 6. We should get the rage. Well, at least our Crucible Warden has 6 attacks now. That's pretty nice. We don't need that many damage shields with this much multi-strike. Honestly, Grovel might not be bad. Let's build a fragile damage shield deck. We could also apply armor to our Primordium. That would also protect the Crucible Warden pretty well. Let's take a spike. We do have quite a bit of amber generation after all. Unit upgrades on the Crucible Warden. Yes, I like it. Removals as well. The box was definitely a consideration with the ashes. Do I want an endless fledgling imp? Problem is, it's gonna be pretty hard to use well while Primordium is around because of capacity issues. We might pick capacity next though. Extra stats on the Morsel Master are not bad. And then let's reroll. Honestly, oh no, I know what I'm doing. We give it quick. That makes the fragile much less of a problem, and it will gain so much more damage shield. I'm starting to like this deck. We can fit some Train Stewards too, it seems like a good amount. Let's start removing some torches. Yeah, quick is definitely the solution for all our problems right now. This is also tempting. No, that's a bit too much. Ooh, Crystal Cloak. Heaven Seal should be no problem. Crystal Cloak, on the other hand, is a bit spooky. Yes, wipe them out. If I play the Fledgling Imp on this floor, we have the problem that it starts eating Primordium. Play it on the bottom floor. Let's apply some damage shield to Primordium. Seems nice and useful. I do want to have the Ember ready in case I draw the tome. This is 10 and 6 damage. If we place a Train Steward here, we can deal some damage to this guy. We might hit the stealth guy twice actually. Well, it was very unlikely, so no surprise there. And I do want to keep the pack morsels around for until after we eaten up our Primordium. Honestly, just a spike this turn would be pretty nice. Maybe I should play a Blink first though. You know, yeah, I should play a Blink first. Okay. Then we feast on these guys. So we have more Ember to work with. And then we spike the Primordium, so we should get a lot of Rage and Armor on Crucible Warden. This guy we don't have an answer to yet. But things will sort themselves out, so... I think we just tank the damage from this guy. It's 95 health, so 4 hits, 24 damage. I mean... It's not nothing. It's actually a guaranteed kill. This is fine. Yeah, 24 damage. Not nice, but it's okay. Straw. Hit the backliner twice. Let's eat some more morsels and primordium. It might be okay to play one of these here. These morsels don't really help a lot. Not like this matters at all because we have quick. Split the damage between them. Not ideal, but we should have the kill very easily here. There we go. Can even blink this guy. 21 damage shields should be enough. And it imp as a jump blocker. Okay, this is pretty awesome. Oh, extra armor, that's nice. Especially on Primordium. Engine upgrade, I kind of like it. Although we only need the Ember at the start. When we actually have all these high cost consume cards in the deck. Later on, less important. Let's skip here. Enflame might be good. Impressive might be good. I like impressive. Void Binding. That... It was tempting. But the Ember Drain is a problem. Oh yes. I mean, Impsicle with Ashes of the Fallen would be great, but Mind Checks. Mind Checks is the real deal. Resonant Shard. Very much like to see that. Let's see what's in here. If I didn't have Mind Checks, I wouldn't consider that. That's probably unnecessary. With Mind Checks that seems unnecessary, but... 2 capacity is a bit too much. Can't use it on this guy because he's already 1 capacity. I don't want it to be 4 capacity. I would take 3. 3 will be fine, but 4 is too much. Well, that means we can scale earlier. We can use our morsels earlier. No! No, that means we can use the Morsel Master on the same floor. That's actually not bad. I'm gonna take this Resonant Shard. We suddenly got +3 capacity. It's pretty solid. The Morsel Master will start eating away at the Primordium, but honestly, it's okay with me. The problem with setting up on the 2nd floor is this Dark Shard right now. Yeah, new songs. Really like them. They sound great. This morsel I don't care about getting dazed. Yeah, it's morsel, then morsel master, then we play primordium on the bottom floor and ascend primordium. We also torch this guy. Not playing the imp this turn just because of the dark shard. Crucible 1 in front. We drew into the one-horn tome, which is a bit unfortunate. At this time. Oh, we hit Arcus. That's okay. Maybe this is not so great after all, because now I have to feed the rubble morsels on this floor. We'll see. I am gonna play this. I'm also gonna play the Molten Imp to kill this thing. And then let's start giving some rage to our frontliner. Shattering Dark Shard, that shouldn't matter too much. Can kill this Absolver. But I might get it low enough to hit it with a blink next turn. I think we play Rubble Morsel, we play Weight of Contrition, we... What's that? Fuck? Why did that go off suddenly? Let's raise back for 6 cards. Has to be good, right? Primordium is already gone. So now we are actually a normal Gorge deck, I guess. Shattering Dark Shard, that's fine. We'll take 2 hits from this guy. Not much I can do against that. Well, we hit something. Wanna get better morsels. We don't have any... No, we still have the one-horn storm left in the deck. That means I should play 1 rubble morsel at least. Maybe 1 more so we can actually make better use of our cards next turn. We might be able to play an imp as well. Phew. Not happy about that damage. We have 22 damage shield, we are absolutely fine. This is a blinding Dark Shard, so I can't play anything here. Otherwise I will daze my Crucible one, which would be pretty unfortunate. Nothing really to blink here. Lifesteal is not perfect, but the attack will help. And by not perfect, I mean lifesteal is actually useless. But we have 30 damage shield, we will be okay. The one-horn tome is a bit too cute. Darkteal, Umbra stone, Kindle. Kindle with the X costs. Juicy. It also helps playing the book. Umbra stone, I don't think we need that. Darkteal can be decent, but yeah, we can play it on Primordium. I'll take the Darkteal. We might want some extra Ember now. No. Still draw. I'll just play the Ember morsels on the top floor from now on. We could afford one relic here. The Pyre health is nice, but I much rather have some spell upgrades and removals. 20 magic power can go on a torch. Permafrost. Not sure yet. Where do we want the cost reduction? On Grovel? One-horn tome, impressive. Probably impressive. No, actually one-horn tome. Yeah. That makes it easier to play other spells on the same turn. We don't have a lot of gold, so the reroll is pretty bad. Unless we get some extra gold here. Consumable cards. Umbra for Space Prism. Awoken for Spikes. Regen, no. Oh, whoops. I misclicked. I don't want Crystalline Seeds either. I should have gone with Umbra. But at least we got some extra gold, and this makes the reroll worth here. Because we can buy both small upgrades. And I do really care about the small upgrades. We want that on a non-consuming blink, and we want the cost reduction on Grovel. And then we remove 2 more torches. Buff at 8. That might be a bit more than is needed. Honestly, damage shield 2 on Primordium and plus 5 health is really good. Because it will also transfer that damage shield. Mark of Invasion is actually scary with these guys. We basically need a Blink or a Molting Imp on the opening hand. The chances of that happening is pretty high. It needs to be an upgraded Blink as well. That will do. No Primordium on the top. Morsel Master on the top. We will need to protect Primordium. Somehow. Maybe with a Grovel and a bunch of morsels. That's fine with me. Grovel goes on the Primordium for sure. We do want the Rubble morsels to be on the top, I think. So we get the extra Ember next turn. Yeah, let's just play a bunch of morsels here. We need to make sure to not play too many of them. So currently these two, yeah, we can play one So these two kill the morsel jeweler, these two kill the magma morsel and primordium kill one of these each, which kills the magma morsel, and primordium keeps the damage shields. If we place another morsel down here, the front two get killed, then a magma morsel survives. That's okay. We'll take 10 damage to this guy. That's fine. We are also likely to take... No, we won't take damage to these guys. We will get a self-mutilation added to our draw. That's fine. Do I want to trade getting a damage shield for gaining 7 rage instead? That seems worth it. Definitely Plink on this floor. We hit both backliners, very nice. I might need the rage on the frontliner actually if I ever want to be able to get the kill on the Gilded Wing. I would love to play it on Primordium, but Primordium is useful enough right now. I do want some morsels, I believe. And this guy needs some damage and we need some ember. And for those morsels, it's more about the damage shields. Nice hand. But are we quick enough? Can we afford to play one Horned Tome this turn? With that guy gone, maybe. We have to use a morsel jeweler on the top floor, or rubble morsel. I really want to do this. Yeah, let's go. I'm not sure how I survive, but we'll figure that out later. Looks like we don't. Honestly, I think we need to set up the top floor. We can't do this. This is too slow if we are not on the top floor. Let's see how this looks if we set up on the top floor. The extra capacity is really appealing, but it is a problem to scale so slowly. So this means you go on the second floor. The Grovel still goes on Primordium because we want the extra damage shields. We need to make you survive, which is pretty easy. Any morsel in front will do. Like this, then we can place these down. Get the kill on most of these. Won't get the kill on these Wild Wings, but I can only play one morsel here on the top floor, and it should probably be a morsel jeweler. And now we can actually use the Dark Deal on Primordium pretty easily. Alright, the Crucible Warden is actually small, which is very nice right now. We need to block for this guy. Some lifesteal will help. Some extra Ember will help as well. I want this guy to be in the back line. We have room for one more morsel. It might not be worth to play the pack morsels. It might be worth. I need to scale this guy as quickly as I can. We're almost strong enough to kill the Gilded Wing. With the One Horn Storm on the Crucible one, it would work out, but even this is quite a bit of extra damage. We could do this. Just use the Rubble Morsels in front here and take the 5 damage. That's better than taking 10 damage to this guy. With only 2 rage, we're only gaining 9 attack times 2 is 18. That's still enough. Then let's take no damage at all. No, it's not enough. It's 12 extra damage. Apparently I missed something there. But taking 10 damage is still okay, because now we have, at least we have the multi-strike online. I do want to play an Awoken Rail Spike. Play these self-mutilations first. Eat those morsels. I think I want to play the Fledgling Imps. These draws are pretty bad with the Rail Spike. I want to draw as many cards from the new deck as possible. Grovel, very nice. It's 1 extra damage shield a turn. Let's kill you. Let's also kill kill this guy. Drain Sword on the bottom. Blink doesn't really have a target, but that's okay. Maybe I should have... Yeah, I should have played some units on the top, but honestly we are getting a ton of damage here just from Primordium. Primordium still has 2 stacks of buffet left, so let's apply some more rage. Pack morsels. This is the upgraded Blink. Okay. That wasn't even necessary, but... yeah, I think we scaled quickly enough. How useful this is that we transfer... how useful it is to transfer multi-strike is questionable because it's a bit too slow. But it's always fun. $218 times 6. You know what? Sure. Bring them all on. At this point I should actually be ascending this guy. Not that it really matters, but... yeah, this is pretty solid. Transferring multi-strike with Primordium is very cool. I like it a lot. I don't think I want either of these. Excavation Eruption isn't terrible, but not really what I'm interested in. Branding Right. It's pretty hard to use. We can't use it after the tome. Let's take an Inflame. Just so we have a few more nice buffs for Primordium. No need for unit upgrades at this point. Removals would be nice, but most of the we have most of the cards we don't want in the deck removed already. Queen's Tail. When you summon your first imp unit each turn, gain 1 Ember and draw 1 card. That seems great. Wing Technology also seems nice, and improved Firebox. Wow. How good is Queen's Tail really? Well, it will very often be 1 Ember, 1 draw, and that's really solid. What do we dupe? Should probably be a spell that allows for quick scaling. Rail Spike maybe? Spike of the Hellhorned maybe? Let's look at the upgrades first. Holdover, does that change anything? Holdover Grovel maybe? Can only get the Holdover or the small upgrades. How good is Holdover Feast? Probably not great. Honestly, I think I skip Holdover. Get the damage up on the final Plink. And cost reduce the Grovel or the Enflame. No, I think I cost reduce the Grovel. And then maybe dupe the Grovel even. It's a good card. Definitely very useful in this deck. And onwards to Seraph. Seraph might be a pain with morsels. Well, this Seraph. Because of the Rally. Although that doesn't really matter if we are using damage shield. How quick can we get ready to deal with these units? We definitely Plink. We don't need that much damage to deal with these. I think setting up on the second floor might be correct here. We definitely want the damage upgrades as soon as we can get them. The extra Ember can be on the top. I do want to have the option of gaining a really large amount of Ember next turn for a Hellhorned Spike. I wish I had an Imp this turn. This has to be a Plink. I really wish I had an Imp this turn. The Impressive would be pretty nice. Grovel you. I don't care about Rally. We are gonna have so much damage shield. This guy might get through. We need to make sure he doesn't kill us. So currently he has 129 plus 45, that's 174, so we have 95 health. We can bring him down to just 2 hits, so we will survive. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I don't care about your attack at all. No, you know what? I don't care about the trains you're dying. I want the extra ember next turn. No, this sucks. We gotta kill that one. And even if we kill it... missed. This guy gains... health. Armor rather. This isn't great. I am gonna play a rail spike. How much damage do we need to do to this guy to survive? Only 15. Actually 30, because we will kill off a morsel. We might not, we have feast. We can feed on the morsel jeweler instead. We got a plink at least. That can be pretty solid. Oh, handful! Ah, mistake. That was actually important. Get 1 ember back from this. We do wanna feast here. So now we have 2 damage shield on the top floor. This is also another chunk of damage. 55, so yeah, we only take 1 hit from this guy now. That's much more reasonable. We also want to keep feeding stuff to my Crucible one. But I think we're in a decent spot now. Except that we don't have any multi-strike yet, and it looks like we're not gonna gain any. But at least we gain a bunch of rage. Well, if we can't have multi-strike, we just need enough damage shield. Oh, this is a big spike. It's annoying that it's a bit too late for using it on Primordium. That might actually be worth it. At this point, there's no use in applying the buffs to Primordium instead. Feast also doesn't really seem to matter this turn. Whew. I think we're okay. Let's start out with Fledgling Imp. Alright, we have Quick, so the Fledgling Imp doesn't die. I guess that means I have to kill it myself over time. Also this top floor is a problem. Actually, I need you gone. Let's feed you as many morsels as possible. Melee weakness 3, I don't care, I'm fragile. Yeah, missed. Well, we have 44 damage shield. If that's not enough, I don't know what is. Also, I just realized that this Seraph doesn't have multi-strike. I guess that makes sense. That would be pretty busted with that amount of attack. How much attack can we give you, Seraph? Quite a bit. That Seraph is actually quite vulnerable to damage shield strategies. Okay, that was interesting. The tome on Primordium is definitely fun, but a bit hard to set up. But definitely very much worth it. The other buffs, the extra armor, damage shield, things like that. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we mastered those two. Win streak went up to 3. Next up, let's take a look at another new champion. Let's take a look at this deck first. We had Ashes of the Fallen, quite a bit of imp synergy, but it didn't really work out that well because of capacity issues or Ember issues most of the time. With the Queen's Tail it worked a lot better, but that was only for the final fight. The Mind Checks was definitely really good. And yeah, Primordium is an interesting unit. That's for sure.